Hi guys, I got a little bored this weekend and did a little renovating on my diorama. Actually, I shouldn't say renovating, more like rearranging. I added a few more cars and expanded the car lot section a little bit. So I just figured I would do a video and give you guys a closer look at it since it's always in the background during all my other videos, and I've only done one other good video on it, but it was only a couple of minutes long. So this time I'll do a little more intensive look at it. Unfortunately, the lights in the garage area on both sides quit working. The lights in the showroom still work, but yeah, the garage area, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do some work on that, and the roof doesn't come off the garage, so it may be a little complicated to fix that. So that's why I haven't gotten into that yet, because I may need to go to a hobby shop or hardware store, which with this quarantine, they're all closed right now, so it'll be hard to get the things that I may need. So I'll wait on this for a while. But at least in the showroom, it's still working. So as you can see from this point, it's kind of set in the era of 1971. I would say probably around August to September 1971 at Grand Spaulding Dodge in Chicago, Illinois, better known as Mr.Norms. And then I also have my old barn over to the right across the street, but it's more of like era 78, I would say. Maybe even like 1983, because you have some 1969 muscle cars, 1970 muscle cars that are pretty weathered. So I would say it would have to be the early 80s here in this part of the diorama. And you have like a 78 Monaco pulling over a 1976 Cadillac. So yeah, this one is kind of in a different era. So you cross the street and then you're back to 1971. So as you can see, around the building are all 1971 model vehicles. In the garage, this would have been the warranty section of the garage. The other side would be the performance section. They're working on a 67 Corvette RT. Not sure you can get that good of a look at it, but maybe a little bit. There's two guys there, one leaning in the motor compartment to see what's wrong, the other guy standing there with a wrench. Then there's a 64 Dodge D100 there, shop truck with a battery charger and air tank in the back of it. Then you can see the jack over to the side. And then backing on up here, yeah, there's all 1971 Dart Swingers, then 71 Charger RTs and Super Bees all the way around the front. The green one here is a chase vehicle, one of 500 from M2. The showroom is loaded with nothing but 1969 Dodge Daytonas, and they are all chase vehicles. I kind of left it like that after the Mr.Norms video. Back here is the Green Machine. It's one of only 85 in the world. Then the Chrome Daytona, which is probably the hardest to find, although it's not as limited as the Green Machine. I still think they only made 108 of those. Then you have a pink Chase Daytona. They made 3 versions in pink during that series. I think it was for breast cancer awareness. The regular pink one, which you'll see that in a little bit. Then this regular Chase, then they had a Super Chase, which I'm still trying to acquire that one. Then there is a regular Chase, black and gold, the old traditional style Chase paint job for Detroit Muscle when M2 first came out in 2008 to probably 2011 or 12 they did this. I think up to like release 22, and then they started mixing it up with different colors and then having like gold trim. Then backing up a little bit so you could see the other Super Chase Daytona. That's the 10th anniversary one of 250 made, and that was from 2018. So yeah, in here are some rare items. Even in the background along the wall, you can see the green gas pump. That's actually a Green Machine gas pump that came with my Green Machine 68 GTX. Then there's a Green Machine workbench there that came with a 1964 Fury Hobby Collection Green Machine. And then there's a little pop machine with a little guy over there, Mr.Norms Club emblem above the man door. Then there's the Mr.Norms Performance sign above the shop window there. There's even Mr.Norms emblems and signs in the windows on the side of the showroom over here. And then the notable Dodge Cars, Dodge Trucks sign. This is very close to the actual dealership in its heyday back in the late 60s, early 70s. The only thing that's different is my shop area is a little different, and the showroom roof is flat on mine. Theirs was a little bit of an angle, maybe I would say like 15 to 20 degree angle slope backwards. But besides that, the dealership and the way I have it laid out is pretty accurate, because it's supposed to be like on a street corner here, which would be the corner of Spaulding and Grand Avenues, hence the Grand Spaulding Dodge name. So let me take you guys over here to the other side. And as I said, we got 71 Chargers lined all the way around the building, up until the Demon here, which would have been to kind of signify the 71 Dodge GSS Demon that Mr. Norm was known for. This was the first year for Demon, and this one he actually put a 6-pack on. Chrysler never released a Demon 340 with a 6-pack from the factory. The only way you could get one is if you bought it from Mr. Norm. Then in 72, they added the Paxton supercharger with the 4-barrel. So he added a centrifugal supercharger in 72. This one is a 71, so it would have had the Tri-Power 340. And then behind it, you can see a 70 Dodge Charger, which is actually the one from Fast and Furious by Greenlight. And then there's an M2 Daytona with a blower motor. The reason I have these two here is because Mr. Norms is known for building high-performance cars. So this, as I said, would have been the high-performance section of the garage. And you got the 70 Charger with the blow-in Hemi, then a 69 Daytona with a blow-in Hemi. And you can see even along the fence back there, there's another blower motor there. It's like a blow-in Hemi, I believe. It's hard to tell because it's so small, with the cherry picker there, getting ready to put it in their next project. And there's even a shop dog there, you can see, a little German Shepherd. Then there's a guy there guiding in the semi to drop off the last 271s for the year, with the first 272s coming in. So as I said, this would have probably been like August, maybe September. That's why you see the last 271s, and then on top there's the first 272s. Then there's the car lot. As I said, I expanded it a little bit. There's 27 cars on the lot, and the back row are A bodies and B bodies. A couple new 71s back there, another Demon and a Dart, and then a couple 69 Darts, 68 Charger, then a 67 Corvette RT, then there is a 64 Dodge there, then there is the 270 Superbees. Then, as I said, you would see the regular pink Daytona of that chase in the showroom. There it is, along with 3 other Daytonas, and you got somebody checking out the black one, and a salesman out there trying to sell it to him. Then you have some regular 69 Chargers, then a couple of 70s. Get a closer look at them. Then the front row is all E-bodies, 70s predominantly. There's 171 over here on the end, this 71 RT. Then there's 70 Hemi car, a couple other 70s, all 3 plum crazy, but different trim and engine options. And then there's the Hemi Orange 70. and then Sublime or Sassy Grass. I forget which one was Dodge and which one was Plymouth. But there's that one. Then there is the dark red that is the same color as that 67 RT back there. It was a anniversary set for Dodge from Greenlight, which is a very beautiful color when you see it in person. Then there's the 70 TA Challenger, and then the all-famous 70 Challenger from Vanishing Point. There's a lot of cars in here, like diecast, that has some good history behind them and the series it came from, the rarity of some of them, just like that 64 Dodge 330 in the back. It was from the Since 68 series by Hot Wheels, and it's very hard to come across that car. That's actually, I believe, the first rendition that Hot Wheels ever made of that car. It's kind of hard to find. Then, as I said, you have these Daytonas in the showroom, which the chrome one is almost impossible to find. Then you have the gold one, which is also very hard to find. The green machine, which is also impossible to find, but it doesn't hold the value like the chrome and the gold ones do. Especially the chrome. The chrome can be ridiculously high sometimes, but I had to open it and put it in the showroom. It's a lot more fitting here than inside of a plastic package. So yeah, this is the dealership, and I'll give you a rundown of the old shop over here too, since we're already on this. So this shop I made to look like maybe an old body shop, something like that you would find maybe back in the early 80s. There's an old weathered up Chrysler 300, 1957 Chrysler 300 along the back wall. Then there's two 69 Dodge Daytonas there with boxes and parts laying on top of them with some of the old like signs, metal signs on the side of the building, how you would see. And then there is Christine sitting there before Arnie bought it and it turned evil. So this is like pre-evil Christine. And then the one Daytona is Joe Dirt's Daytona. Then the old D100 is actually the Gas Monkey Garage one. Then you have the Challenger getting the tire fixed on it. That's actually the Challenger from the NCIS series from the box set that Greenlight made. It was like a 20-car box set. Then there's a County Road 65 Chevelle project looking car from Greenlight, and then there's one of the new Autoworld Silverados, square body trucks people are calling them. It's like a 1973, and then it's got the little German Shepherd riding in the back. Then you have a Johnny Lightning 65 Chevy truck that's pretty beat up, but still using it as like a tow vehicle for their Pro Street 69 Camaro. And then you have the 69 Chevy wagon, then the 66 Olds F85, and as I said earlier, that 78 Monaco pulling over the 76 Cadillac. It looks like for prostitution or something with the girl and the two cops. Then there is a Coke delivery van, a 60s A100 Dodge. So that's basically the rundown of the diorama. It usually stays pretty much the same for the most part, but occasionally I add another car. As you can see, the blue Dart we just opened up earlier this week. And then, as I said, I put another chase car out front because I'm a big fan of the 71B bodies. That's why this guy is out there now. So, yeah, it sometimes will change periodically, and I'll give you guys an update, but this is it. Hopefully soon it will be getting a total renovated look because I'm going to be adding a Plymouth dealership as soon as all this mess in the world is over. I don't know exactly when it's all going to end, and then I can get this dealership built and get it sent here. So it may be a while, but that's our intentions, is to add a Plymouth dealership to the Dio. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will still be doing my comparison of the Kyosho Greenlight and Hot Wheels Modern Challenger. I'll post that video probably later today or tomorrow, because here it's Manila, so we are in like Saturday afternoon right now. I know for a lot of you guys it's still Friday night or so, but anyways, I'll get that video posted by tomorrow. So hope you enjoy this one. Everybody take care and be safe, and if you haven't hit subscribe yet, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of these videos. Thanks for watching.